think about needing a nursing home or long-term care, but it is an expensive reality for most people. Well, it doesn't have to cause what's called nursing home bankruptcy. Attorney Francisco Sirvent, he's the owner and founder of Keystone Law Firm. He's here along with Lydia Wietzma. They are here to help take care of your needs while preserving your assets. Great to have both of you here. Such a timely and important topic. Not something we always put in the forefront, though. As you know, what is the average cost of long-term nursing home care in Phoenix?
Average cost is astronomical, between $8,000 and $9,000 a month. Most people don't know that it can cost that much.
$8,000 or $9,000 a month, and if you're not putting that money aside, it can be very frightening, you know, when you get to that part of your life. Are there any benefits to having a program in place?
Well, most people don't have a program in place. So what ends up becoming their backup is selling the home and living off of the proceeds of that home. But there are two problems with that. One is that there's deferred maintenance on the home that they haven't thought of, and the second one is usually they're selling the home at either the wrong time or they're in a desperate situation and they're leaving money on the table.
And of course, that's what we don't want. We don't want our assets to be blown and then the family, you know, gets to the end of life and they're like, wait a second, I thought mom or dad had a lot more, and they don't. So do you have to be on welfare? Because a lot of people say that you have to be on welfare to get help paying for this kind of
This is
care.
the kind of thing most people don't plan for, and then at the end of life they're spending $300,000 to take care of this. There are two programs that help. There's a Arizona long-term care system and the Veterans Improved Pension. Now, it's a big myth. A lot of people think you have to be on welfare to get the help, to get help to pay for this stuff. But in reality, you don't. That's one of the biggest myths out there, is that you have to be absolutely broke when you really don't. You just have to use the gifts that they give you of your countable assets and your exempt assets and help take care of everything in your exempt assets.
And the cool thing is you do this ahead of time, so you get those benefit programs in place for us. And they're pretty simple, correct? What do you need? What do we need to bring to you to get those going?
Well, there's some information you gather, and basically it means if your family, if a spouse or a parent has dementia or Alzheimer's and needs something to help take care of them, then you got to gather all their financial information and learn to figure out how much you can protect. We've seen clients able to protect 50%, 80% of their nest egg and still qualify for one of these benefit programs. And so we ask people to collect all their financial information, their Social Security, Medicare cards, all that data just needs to be gathered and put together to figure out, is it a countable or exempt asset?
And so what do we need? What do we need to keep, or what do we need rather to qualify for this kind of care? Anything?
So there's lots of qualification criteria, and of course those are just buried down in the rules in books that are this thick that nobody wants to figure out except us lawyers. And so that's what we do. We help clients figure that out. But the criteria is all laid out in our booklet, and it tells people how to qualify for each of these programs and the information they need to gather.
And I want to share a quick story. Lydia wants to share a quick story with you because we need to not only get it going, but keep it updated.
Yes.
You were saying there was a family who thought they had everything in place.
Yep, I did. I worked with a woman who ended up selling her home over the summer, and she actually had a long-term insurance policy in place that she had bought in 40 years ago, mid-80s, and she moved out of state. Ended up, the insurance policy did not pay for the full care, so she had to move a second time to a less expensive place. Each time it cost a lot of money. And the thing of it is just because you get something in place when you're 20 years earlier or 30 years earlier, it's good to have someone like Keystone Law Firm just double check it on a regular basis.
Keeping it updated.
Yes.
You're shaking your head like, don't be in that position.
Well, you end up, your family dynamics change, your situation changes, and laws change, so it's good to have that.
So let's give you some information. If you would like to find out how to begin to protect your assets, or at least to begin to protect your assets, at least 50% of your assets from nursing home bankruptcy, you can call to request their Living with Dementia, you just saw it, Avoiding Nursing Home Bankruptcy. It is a free booklet and is there for you. Call 480-418-5586 or visit their website, keystonelawfirm.com.